Alright, to reconstitute our dried cattail leaves, we need to put them in water for about 5 to 15 minutes. And you can add a little bit of hot water. It should be warm enough or cool enough to the touch. And we don't want these in here too long, otherwise they will oversaturate, and then when we are done weaving, they'll shrink up, and then there'll be holes in the project. So just enough, and these are about ready, so I'm going to pull these out and get these ready to be woven. Alright, so to start, I'm going to grab 2 weavers, 2 leaves, and basically all you're going to do is you're just going to crisscross them, just like so. Just make a cross, nice and easy. Okay, and then you're going to grab another 2 weavers, and sometimes it helps to squeegee these out a bit, get rid of extra moisture. And I want these. So we grab another 2 weavers, and then you could just lay this weaver down on top of another, on the top of one of them, and then take this weaver, and then what you're going to do is just go over under, just alternate like so. And that's your start. And then all we're going to do now is we're just going to start feeding in weavers on all 4 sides. So I'm going to take this one. This is a fairly thick one. Some of these leaves are not very consistent. If you're trying to make, mats for a ceiling or something that looks very consistent and pretty, then you'll have to take some time to make sure that when you harvest your leaves that you are sorting them according to their width and size, and the bottom part of the leaf is thicker versus the upper part, which is thinner, and so you'll just have to take some time to sort out your leaf quality and make your projects accordingly. For my intents and purposes, I just like to know how to weave things. I know I could take the extra time and for quality control, but for the most part, I'm just making something quick and dirty, and that's good enough for me. So at any rate, I'm going to add another piece, and so I just want to go over, under, and that's all you're doing is alternating, and like so. So really easy, nothing too complicated. So I want to lift that up. Just adding weavers. So over, under, over, under. Okay. So at this point, what you'll want to do, especially if your weavers are really wet, is you'll want to kind of push these tightly up against one another. Okay. And I can rotate this and cinch these down so that your weave is tight. There may be some separation once these dry out, so you're not going to get anything that's airtight or that's going to be with no holes or anything like that. But you want to try to mitigate that, and that helps by not soaking the leaves for too long, and also making sure that your weave is tight enough. Okay. Okay, as you start to move along and your project starts to get bigger as you add more weavers on each side, and I'm adding a weaver and I'm rotating and adding a weaver and rotating, you'll want to, or especially if the leaves are really thick, it'll help you to keep things straight or to keep things sliding around by taking a heavy book or heavy object or something very nice and flat like this cutting board here, and then it'll also help you eyeball seeing which way you need to go, which weaver, how you need to add the next leaf. So in this one, all of the ones that are down, I want to pull up, and then all I have to do is just lay in this weaver like so and cinch it up. Okay, and then I could pull another one and I could just do the same thing. Okay? So I'm gonna rotate this around like that, so I have an even number. And then all of the ones that are laying down, I pull up like that. So you can use this board to help you keep track of how you need to lay in your next weaver.